Hey there, this is going to be a quick video review of the Pocketwrench II. The one I have is made by Latshaw and is made of chrome vanadium. As best as I can tell, it's not quite a stainless steel, and in fact mine's got a little bit of rust. I've had this for years, about 6 or 7 years. They still make these today. I believe it's a different company that makes them now, and I think they're stainless steel now. So if you find one, it's probably not going to rust quite as easily as mine, although I'll say that in the 6 or 7 years I've had mine, I've never really taken especially good care of it. It's just something I'll kind of throw in my pocket or throw in my toolbox or my work bag, and it doesn't really have a lot of rust to show for it considering its age, so I'll give it high marks there. It is 4 inches in length, almost exactly. It is 1 inch wide, and it has a thickness of 1/8 of an inch. Weighs 1.7 ounces. So not the lightest thing in the world, but for the size, for the bulk of metal that you get, you know, it's about what you could expect. It's pretty light. This disappears in my back pocket. I'll throw it in my back left pocket and just pretty much forget about it. Most days I don't need it. Sometimes I'll bring it if I think I'm going to be doing something that'll require it. And while you won't be measuring anything of great length, it does have a couple inches and a few centimeters and millimeters marked on it, so you can make some simple measurements. It has the main reason I bought it is it has one tapered end here, as you can see, and that functions very well as a pry bar. That was my main reason for buying it, was to have a small, or mini pry bar that was pocket sized, or something that I could put on my keys or throw in my work bag without any trouble. And that same tapered edge can be used fairly crudely as a flathead screwdriver. So depending on the thickness and width of the slot on that screw, you can use this in a pinch. It also has a standard 1/4 inch hex driver that you see there. So if you've got, again, this wouldn't be your primary 1/4 inch driver, but in a pinch you could use that for tightening up whatever you've got. It's handy. I don't know if I've ever used it ever. I don't recall ever using it, but it's nice to have on there in an emergency. And let me take my lanyard off here and I'll show the other end. And this acts as a wrench, hence the pocket wrench portion, and it'll fit several different standard or inch or metric size nuts and bolts, and it works pretty simply. You can see it's kind of, get a little bit of focus on there, you can see all those different notches, and this will actually also work on some nuts or bolts that are a little bit chewed up or rounded at the edges. You basically just wedge the bolt in until it catches and then turn it to loosen or tighten it. So basically, if you want to loosen it, face the text, the logo there, away from yourself. Once it locks in, it'll loosen. Flip it over to tighten it back down, the logo facing towards you. And it's as simple as that. So that's about the bulk of its uses. Again, the main reason I got was for a pry bar. It works famously for that, opening paint cans, prying apart boards. I think the thickness, the stock that you get, means it holds up really well. You can see it hasn't bent, it's never chipped or cracked. Just that little bit of overall wear, some scratches and scrapes from years of use, and that little bit of rust here and there. But other than that, it's been a good hard use tool. Now when I bought this, like I said, that was probably back in 2000, maybe somewhere between 2004 and 2006. These were only running like $6 each. I think I bought 2 for like $10 shipped or something like that. I gave one to my dad and kept one for myself. And now I look them up and they're a little bit more expensive. I don't see too many places that sell them online, and the ones I did find them at, it's anywhere from like $12 to $20. So it's not as cheap as it used to be, but I think it's still worth the money if you feel that you're going to have a good use for it, for the size and for the weight You know, it doesn't take up a lot of room in your pocket. You can throw it in your work bag, in your backpack, or, you know, just keep it in your junk drawer till you need it. And I just that's my main use for it, is, you know, grab it out and use it when I don't want to bend something. You know, I don't want to tweak a screwdriver or one of my knives. It's just my little go-to pry tool. But that's pretty much it. Once again, this is the Pocketwrench II, and I do recommend it. I do wish they were a little bit cheaper nowadays, but if that seems like it'll suit your needs, it'll last you a lifetime. You'll never break it. It's really stout, it's really strong, and overall inexpensive. So check it out if you're interested. Thanks for watching. I'll bring you some more videos soon. Bye.